What is up, guys? We have today's updated stock watch list. Um, just let's get right into it. The list here you can see is right in front of your face. This is a list of stocks that they all have earnings coming out either this week or next week, and maybe one more week after that. Like Nvidia's, I think is in a little bit later. But most of these stocks I expect to on earnings day have a pretty big positive upside. You can see, the way I work my strategy usually is looking for, the best performing stocks and look for stocks with like the best growth and whatnot, and stocks that are near their highs, right? So you can see all these stocks are near their highs, and I think all of them have good potential. Um, so to start off, Pacey, we could just take a gander at this guy. So if we look at the 1 year here, you can see, it had a correction zone from like here, like you can kind of imagine from here when it hit like 69, came up to 73, and now it's back up to like 72. Came down today around the 72 range. This is right back up to its old highs. It had a nice correction here, and here we go. I'm expecting some big upside. So, um, 2 months of correction, that's pretty good. You can see previously, this is a good gauge of how well it might do. Previously, it came up or recovered from its old highs over here, came up here, and then it kind of went off. And it was a slow gainer, but it was nice and steady. You sit in it and you wait for a 20% gain or something like that. So that was a good. This is a good stock, I think. I think earning day it might not spike up, but I think, after earnings until next earnings, it's going to have a nice trend upward. Um, Applied Materials, this is a nice bet. The stock has been doing well for a while. It seems, you know, it seems to be doing this consistently of like just following the market. It's most stocks, follow the market to some extent, but this one's been like on point following the Nasdaq. So around here, it corrected, came down. Every time it comes to a new high, it just takes off. So like, look, it came down, got to a new high here, and it took off. And then look, it came down, got to a new high, and it took off. And look, now it's coming down, and it's at new highs again almost. So I'm expecting it to take off again, and I will definitely be investing in AMAT, Applied Materials soon here. Um, ESNT, let's check out ESNT. They had a pretty big so they had almost a breakout a long time ago. I mentioned it on my channel. I said, I don't think it's going to work, and it didn't work actually, so I was right about that. It got up to these spikes here and it didn't work, and it tanked a lot and it corrected, and now this time it's back up to new highs again, and this time it looks a lot better to me. I think this time is the time it'll take off. The financials industry is coming back. It looks like. Actually, you can actually see in the sector is doing better. So I expect this stock now to take off actually on earnings day. We'll see. I don't see. I don't think it's going to be like a slow and steady gain. I think it's like going to be more of a rush up on earnings day. But we'll see. I'm getting a little detailed on my predictions here, but the main takeaway I would say is I believe that soon this stock is going to start rising in value. In the next couple months, I think it'll be up, right? And it'll be up, I think, at least 10%. And maybe it won't spike or whatnot on earnings day. I'm just, playing around with my guesses. I don't know if I want to go through the rest of these too much, but I'll just say briefly. Facebook is already kind of broken out from a solid base. Arista Networks is creating a solid base. NTRI is broken out already, and earnings is coming up, I believe, tomorrow, and that should be interesting. I've invested in NTRI, and it's done really well for me from $56. I made a previous video about how I bought into NTRI at like 55 or 54, and it came down, and I took my loss because I poorly timed that decision. But this time at $56, I jumped in, and that was the correct timing. So yeah, now this time it looks like it's going up, and hopefully we'll see on earnings day what happens. IBP actually is this is my worst pick. I would not really recommend it if you have others. Amazon. Amazon is at new highs again, and earnings are coming up. And of course, we can expect Amazon to do well. You can see it's kind of broken out from these new highs again. It's probably going to go for a while, I think. And last but not least, ATHM. This has potential to be a pretty big winner, I think. It's been doing something a little unexpected. I thought that this stock was going to kind of flatten out here for a while, but instead it's been uptrending. And I've been in this position for a while. I'm up to like a 20% gain on it, which is great. But I'm thinking this is going to be a hold for quite some time. So anyway, those are my stock picks. Tell me if you like them. Tell me if you purchase them. Tell me if you make money on them. As always, this is just some advice or suggestions. It's not like hey, these are the only good stocks. You can make money on any stock, right? Technically. So anyway, those are my picks. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, subscribe. If you subscribe, make sure to like. Peace out, guys.